Good morning, everyone. Well, welcome back to another episode of MomTalk. If you guys are new here, well, welcome to my channels. My name is Emily. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom to a almost 4 years old son. Exciting as it sounds. I'm so happy today to finally have a time to sit down and share our journey within the last month or so. It's been very busy, it's been very hectic. With Peanuts going to school, I have to adjust my schedules. I have to take off work and just stay home, take care of the house, picking up, dropping him off at work, and then do my school online. So that's basically how my life been within the last month. And today I really want to touch base on discipline. I feel like with Peanuts going into 4 years old, which is he's going to be turning 4 years old this month, we'll be so excited, and there's some changes that we have made to our parenting techniques and also how we approach certain scenarios. And we're really excited to share with you guys. And as always, we are open to any kind of opinions or tips and tricks that can help us, because honestly we are first-time parents and it's very difficult sometimes to handle a toddler or like preschoolers. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So if you guys been following us, we just enrolled our little Peanuts in preschool just last month. And within the last month, everything went great. He's adjusting really well, have a great time, make a lot of friends. And we as a parents, very, very happy, because we understand not a lot of kids out there having an easy time in adjusting to school or like a new environment. So the fact that Peanut adjusting well to his school and his classmates and teachers, that's made us pretty proud as a parent. Especially we are first-time parents. There's still a lot of new things that we haven't encountered, but it's been pretty well. However, of all the great things that have happened, we also facing some challenges. Apparently, the other day, Peanut came home with a report card saying that he has been pinching and hitting his friends at school. And I can tell you, as a parent, we are disappointed. Apparently, we're not disappointed at him because he's our son, and whatever his behavior came out is a reflection of our parenting. So we can't blame him for what he did, but we can only correct it as we go. So we read it. He was very disappointed. We gave him a really good talking to, do timeout, and yeah, all kind of stuff for discipline. So in order for us to correct this behavior, we need to learn or find out why he did what he did. We need to know what happened. We need to know what caused it or what led to that kind of behavior. So as usual, every morning I drop him off at school, and this time I asked to speak to his teacher in private. And Miss Salinas is a sweetheart. She's very nice, very understanding. She has been with the school for 35 years, and she's been around kids, his like Peanut's age, the whole time. So this is not the first time she's seeing something like this. It is not the first time. So the way Mrs. Salinas explained it to me is that kids his age doesn't know how to communicate just yet. They are learning, they are still learning, they're still improving their social skills. So apparently in certain situations, they didn't know how to communicate. So they use actions to talk, basically. So I can give you an example. So let's say Peanuts and his friends was fighting over some toys. So us as adults, if I don't want you to touch my toys, I just say, well, hey, don't touch my toy, go away. or something in that along that line. But for a kid, they don't know that. They don't know how to communicate to the other one, to tell them to, hey, go away, or hey, don't touch that, or something like that. And apparently some kids pinch, some kids hit, some kids bite, all sort of stuff. Like they're just trying to communicate to the others that, hey, don't touch my stuff. After I hear what Mrs. Salinas have to say, it really calmed my nerve, and it's also give me a peace of mind. So I went home that day and spoke to Lauren, and we'll just sit down and have some conversations of how we, improve our parenting next time in order to prevent this violent behavior. And apparently this is what we did.
Does it mean you were a bad boy? What color do we want you to get? Green. Okay. Yes. But what did Miss Salinas write? She said you were hitting your friends and that you weren't following directions. That's not good, is it? Right? And last week you weren't following directions either. So why did you do that again? Why'd you hit your friends? Was it because they weren't sharing? Well, why'd you hit them? Did they hit you? No. Why'd you hit them? Did they do something to you? What'd they do? They put you in timeout? They can't put you in timeout. The teacher put you in timeout because you were hitting them. So because of this, you're going to be in timeout for 15 minutes on the stairs, okay? And if you get another yellow card, you're going to be in timeout for longer. So if this is yellow tomorrow, you're going to be in timeout for 30 minutes. I know you don't really understand how long time is, but that's double the time, okay? So what color are you going to get tomorrow? Green. Yeah. So that means you need to follow Miss Salinas' instructions. You got to listen to Miss Salinas, okay? Mm-hmm. Yep, but 1-0 takes away all those good boys. Because today, you were yellow. Today is what matters. You were bad today. You were hitting your friends, and that's not good. So we're going to go ahead and sit you in timeout, okay? You understand why we're putting you in timeout? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is today. Monday the 12th, yellow. Alright, put this back in your backpack.
As Peanut is growing older, we don't believe in yelling. We're trying to stay away from scolding and yelling as much as possible. Instead, we having conversations with him like an adult in a very calm voice but stern, so he knows what he did wrong. So after a good talking to, now we're gonna enforce timeout. And the way we do timeout in our family is a bit different. We don't believe in locking him up in like an isolated area or letting him face and stand, face against the wall. The way we do it is that he's gonna have, by the way, 3 strikes. The first attempt of bad behavior, he's gonna have 15 minutes timeout. The second one is gonna be double, 30 minutes timeout. And the last time is gonna be 1 hour for the third attempt. And what we do is that we're still gonna let him sit on the staircase while still seeing other people, doing other activities. The reason behind it is that I want him to know once you do something bad, you lose the privilege. Like, you lose the privilege of doing activities with others. Like you only get to sit there and watch others do what they're doing, what they like to do, or maybe watch movies, maybe playing on phones, watching tablets. I want him to receive that discipline. Like it's like the mental discipline for him. And I can tell you, kids doesn't know the theory of time. Like they don't know how long a minute, an hour would be, but I can tell you this. A minute to a kid is like an hour of sitting still. And I'm telling you, he has to sit still during that period of timeout. Like just sit there on the staircase, watching me playing on my phone, watching his dad, being on his tablets, or maybe we're eating our favorite snack that he didn't get to eat just yet, even after the timeout. So I want to make sure that he knows, like, once you do something bad, you're gonna lose your privilege of things that you like to do after.
Right there. I'm gonna show you the timer. Look. That's 15 minutes. Once this gets to 0, you'll be able to go play with your toys. But no iPad, no TV, just toys. But you need to sit here until these 15 minutes are done, okay? This is because you got a yellow, because you were hitting. You understand? All right, stay there.
So after periods of having time out, we gonna have a seat and go over what we talk about, and also we want to reinforce what we meant in the last conversations. We want to make sure that he knows what he did wrong and he knows why we made him do timeout, and we want to make sure that he remembers so this behavior will not continue in the future. And after that conversations, of course, we're gonna give him a hug, a kiss, and say, I love you. We want him to know that love comes with discipline. We don't just love him blindly. We have to discipline him. And the reason why is that we want good things for him, and we want him to grow up and be a gentleman, be a good man, good for family, societies, and all that. So we want to make sure that he knows that we loved him by hugging him, kissing him, and of course, we still gonna give him his snack and his juice like usual. But yeah, we have to do our disciplines first.
All right, Jameson, come back. Come sit on the couch. Alright. Can you tell me why you were in timeout? Why were you in timeout? Why were you in timeout? What color card did you get? No. What card did you get today? Yellow. Why'd you get yellow? What did you do? Were you hitting your friends? So that's why you were in timeout. Because you got a yellow card, because you were hitting your friends. So that means you were, and that's bad. You don't hit. So, but like we said, if you get another yellow card, you're gonna be in timeout for double the time, 2 times. That means 30 minutes. That's like 2 timeouts in 1. You don't want that, do you? You don't want to be in timeout for 30 minutes, huh? But we're doing this because we love you and we care about you. We're trying to help you become a good boy and a good student, because Miss Salinas is your teacher, Thank you. So we're gonna do better tomorrow, because tomorrow, what color are we gonna get? Green card. That's right. Give me a high five. Now I love you, okay?
On another note, if he ever crossed the 3 strikes attempts of bad behaviors at school, what we did is that we're gonna take away his toys. He has plenty kinds of toys. I'm telling you, sometimes I find my house is like in a big, like, it's like a mini Toy R Us at my house sometimes. But the way we do it is that we take away most of his toys and just leave him just 2 options to play with. Let's say it's Legos or just stuffed animals, only 2 kinds to play with. He would not get the RC cars or any kinds of like fancy toys until the behavior changed. And also, apparently we don't allow screen time or tablets during school time, but he still get like 20 to 30 minutes of screen times on the weekend. But like I said, if the bad behaviors is still going, he will not have that privilege on the weekends at all. And no park, like, it's basically he's grounded at home. We will not take him to the park, we will not take him to the playgrounds and stuff like that until he learned that this behavior have to change in order to receive privilege. So that is something that I have to work with Lawrence very hard, and we as a first-time parents having a lot of challenges that we have to face, but we're working on it every day and we adjusting accordingly. We'll see how the behavior goes and we have to act upon it. Do you know why you have less toy than yesterday?
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah. You know why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, tell me why Daddy took away your toy. Why? Were you a good boy at school today? No, you weren't. So you will keep playing with the same amount of toy every day until your behavior changed. You hear me? Last but not least, this is a book that I have been recommended to read by by Peanut's pediatrician. The book called 1, 2, 3 Magic, and I'm telling you, it's really magical. The book has saved my life a lot, especially with parenting and how to control your toddler's tantrums, how to discipline them in public. There's a lot of age range in here, and they're gonna tell you how to react accordingly to each age. And as I said, Peanuts is turning 4, and at his age, we are not resorting to hitting, scolding, or yelling, because I feel like none of them gonna work. It's just gonna create fear, and we don't want to enforce fear or violence in this house. We want to teach him that it's not okay to touch others, or it's not okay to hit or to pinch or to yell at others. So anything that we don't want Peanut to do, we can't do. So we just have to talk to him in a very stern voice and enforce timeout, take away his toy, take away his screen time, his privilege to go to the park or playgrounds, etc. So we just have to do that and trying to guide him into the right path. So yeah, but I can tell you this book has been very helpful for me, well, at least for me. So if anyone wants to pick up this book, I think I got it from Amazon for like $10. And like I said, for first-time parents, very helpful. So thanks everyone so much for watching. It's been a very tough week for us, but praise the Lord, we've been through it. We finished strong as a team, and Lawrence and I has always strived to be a better parent. We all be here for Peanuts, and also we want Peanuts to grow up and be a gentleman and a good person. So that is something that we try very hard to work on. So yeah, that is it for this week. I can't wait to see you guys again in the next videos. Thank you so much again, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you.